Okay, we are live.
Yes, we are.
Time to start sharing here.
Get to look at the camera.
Okay. Let's see if it shows up. There we go. I'll share it with. I'm going to share it.
Okay.
Here. Shared.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, we are live, and it is Super Bowl Sunday, or if we're not allowed to say that, the big game Sunday.
Keto. Sorry, our dog's interrupting. No, you can't say Super Bowl Sunday.
Well, you can't have Super Bowl parties. You have to call them big game parties. It's something about that.
Oh.
The NBA is that way. I don't know. It's just something that they do. But yeah, since we're
silly.
yeah, mute my phone.
I already muted mine.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, today we wanted to talk a little bit about mindful eating, since it is Super Bowl Sunday and people will be, partying and making a lot of snacks and stuff. But first, we just kind of want to tell you about us in case you haven't seen us before.
Yeah.
This is Shauna. Right?
I think so.
Yeah. I'm Kevin.
You can introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm also known as the Low Carb Zealot now, since I have this shirt.
I just got a matching cup.
I got a matching cup. Yep, the Low Carb Zealot. It's something we just created for ourselves. It's just kind of fun.
I got a T-shirt too, but mine didn't turn out.
So we ordered another one, and we also ordered her this cool cup too. So you can see that.
Sustainable keto.
Yeah. And it's got our little other logo here on the front of it too. So just kind of fun stuff, just stuff we're doing, because this has definitely been a life change for us. We've been doing this
I'm passionate about it.
We're doing this for 18 months now, and I've lost over 100 pounds.
I've lost 72.
72 pounds, yeah, and that's something that we've never been able to maintain before. We've lost weight plenty of times, but never kept it off. 18 months is a pretty good clip to be able to do that. Yeah. So how do we do it? What's our strategy for
mindful eating?
No, I mean the baseline. What are the 3 rules that we always follow?
Oh, eat plenty of protein.
So we eat fatty meat and vegetables until we're full, right? We don't eat when we're not hungry, and we eat less than 20 grams of carbs per day.
Right.
And that's to your point. Yeah, we eat a lot of protein. We eat a lot of meat.
That fills the stomach.
Yeah. Animal protein with the fat that comes with it is what our primary source of nutrition and energy is. And then everything else is kind of for flavor and decoration, right? So we might add sauces or
I still like my green pepper and onions and
vegetables.
mushrooms.
But the reality is that most of our nutrition and energy is coming from the meat we're getting from animal protein. Hi, Kathleen. Glad you could join us. And that is what's worked for us. We've been very successful following those 3 things. So we eat fatty meat and vegetables until we're full. We don't eat when we're not hungry, and then we just stay under 20 grams of carbs per day. And that's been working for us.
Sorry, I got nervous.
It's okay. So, but what we want to talk about today, Shauna wrote a really nice article this week on how she's learned to mindfully eat. Right? Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about your thoughts on how you put that article together?
Well, I was sitting with some friends and saw that they opened a bag of Ritz crackers, which would have been one of my go-to snacks when I was not doing keto and kind of mindlessly eating. And, they just kept eating them. And I thought, that's a good thing to talk about. The mindless eating that we have all done. Right. Every one of us. We have all been there. Just kind of grab a bag of chips and not pay attention, just before you know it.
Yeah, especially if you're sitting there talking to somebody and you're just not even thinking about it. Yeah. You're just eating away.
You're not paying attention to what you're doing. Right.
Or if you're watching TV and okay, that's fine, Kathleen. You get some good rest tonight.
Bye, Kathleen. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
But yeah, I mean, it's the thing. You watch TV and you have a bag of chips or whatever, and you just start eating, and you don't even realize that all of a sudden it's gone. You don't even remember eating it, right? So it's just mindlessly going into your body.
And you're still hungry.
Right, and then you go grab something else, right? I used to do it too. It's like at nighttime, my healthy snack would be a bowl of cereal.
Mine wasn't Raisin Nut Bran. That can't be bad.
Right. I mean, it was like a healthy granola cereal, right, with non-fat milk or something. And I would eat that. And lo and behold, first thing in the morning, I'd wake up at 7 o'clock and I'd be starving. And so I'm looking for my first meal. Matter of fact, sometimes hunger woke me up in the morning, right? So I'd be looking for my first meal before I got out of bed and going and finding, the healthy granola bar for breakfast, and then the health, or worse, maybe a donut or something. But it was never anything high protein, because they told me that, you're supposed to
always
eat.
On the go.
Yeah, you should be eating high fiber foods and low fat and things like that. And so I was constantly always hungry. So I'd eat breakfast. I'd have a snack before lunch because I'd be hungry before lunch. Eat maybe some lentils and rice for lunch, which was, healthy, right? And then I need another snack before dinner time. So like about 2 o'clock, I would get really sleepy and tired. So I might go and grab some energy food. And I was really bad about this. I would go, I'd go sneak a Danish or something. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I didn't always make good decisions about the snacks I ate, but it's because I was always hungry.
Yeah. And I'd hit up the vending machine and grab a bag of chips and Twizzlers or whatever, because the afternoon you're kind of hitting that slump and you're at work and you're tired.
Looking for quick energy.
Yeah.
Right? So,
and that would boost me up, and along with my cup of coffee in the afternoon, and I'd be able to finish my work day.
And then you'd be tired on the drive home.
Yeah.
Right back to the same cycle. So
and hangry.
Yeah,
I'd walk in, I'd be hungry, and I'm like, what are we going to do for dinner? And we ate out a lot when the kids were younger.
Because you're too hungry to think about cooking your dinner.
And your choices eating out are not always great either. And even if you're making it at home, you're making your side dishes and stuff. And
Hamburger helper, the pastas, the noodles, the rices, things like that. But that was how we grew up, right? That's what our parents made for us. That's what our families, that's how they ate. And it's how it seemed like was a good idea. We just followed the example of everybody ahead of us. And so that's what we did different. Now we don't do that. Now we primarily so what's our day of eating look like right now?
So right now it's I'm not even hungry in the morning anymore. I'll have a cup of coffee, 2 cups of coffee in the morning. With my either heavy whipping cream or half and half, and my sweetener. Find out what sweetener works for you. And then maybe by 11 or 12, I'll start getting a little hungry. So then I make us some eggs and sausage. And, if we're out and about, we get eggs and sausage.
Or hamburger patties,
Whatever. Whatever we're in the mood for at 11 or 12 o'clock. Today was 2:30.
Yeah, because we went out. We got up early this morning and walked the dogs, and then we went to up to Brooksville to the Native American Festival.
That was fantastic.
It was fun, and we watched some dancing, and then we went and shopped the vendors. And next thing you know, it was 2:30, and I'm like, I'm starting to get a little hungry for breakfast. How about you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we went over to Beef O'Brady's, and Shauna had a steak bowl.
That was good.
And I had a
minus
double burger.
The rice.
Yeah, minus rice. And I had a double 2 burger patties with bacon, and that was fun. And a side of zucchini, right? A grilled zucchini. So that was
side salad.
That was my brunch, right? And then typically, today's the Super Bowl, so we're going to talk a little bit about what we're going to do today. But then typically we would wait till 6:30, 7 o'clock at night because we wouldn't be hungry again, and have either a steak, lamb chop, something like that would be our dinner. And then once or twice a week, a keto dessert in the evening. Yeah. And that's it.
Last night we made a blueberry mousse. That's good.
That's good. Yeah.
And he made a mug cake.
Yeah, I experimented with that chocolate mug cake to see how it turned out pink, and it came out great. So, I mean, that's it. And that's not every night. Those are a couple of nights a week we do that. So we're not chasing our hunger all the time. And that's the difference, right? Now we stay satiated. So instead of always being hungry all the time, we have the benefit of being full for longer. Then, believe it or not, you end up taking in less calories as a result. That's kind of a byproduct. It's not on purpose, because I'm not here going, I've reached my calorie limit. I better stop eating. Not at all. In fact, I just find this hormonal response saying, I'm full. I don't want any more.
Listen to yourself.
And then I don't eat again until, not because of the clock. I wait until my body starts saying, hey, I could use a little something. Right. And then I want to make sure it's not just boredom or something like that, or I'm thirsty. So I might drink a little water first, see how that goes. And then if I'm still hungry, okay, then we'll go ahead and we'll make dinner. And on top of that is, a lot of times you don't want to let yourself get hungry either, right?
Right.
You don't want to wait to cook until you're starving, right? So what we do is we've kind of strategized around that too. We picked up a sous vide.
Yeah.
And the sous vide typically will be going most of the time. It'll have meat in there at the ready. So when I say, okay, I really am hungry now, we can go grab that out of the sous vide and reverse sear it and eat it. Put some more meat back in the sous vide for the next meal. So
he's good about that.
It's just always running.
Keeps it going.
And so we always have food at the ready when we need it. So we're not facing a crisis of, oh my goodness, I'm hungry. I don't feel like waiting around long enough to prepare a meal. It's always at the ready.
Right there.
And we're not eating processed food that's in the freezer. We're not going out and getting the lean cuisines or something like that. We're making better choices based on that. Now, again, the thing that you ran into this weekend, we were playing poker with our friends when we kind of noticed this. And what we do to kind of combat that situation is we take
some nuts with us.
Yeah, a couple of snacks with us. Maybe some beef jerky or nuts.
Or a protein bar.
Or protein, one of our, just something like that so we can have it on reserve.
There's some great protein bars out there now.
Again, not very often we do those. But, it's nice to have something in reserve in case you run to that point where I could really use something right now. Right?
Sounds good.
Without making a bad choice.
But most of the time, if I see somebody eating and I'm not hungry, it kind of nauseates me. Mm-hmm. It's like, not even hungry.
Yeah. So, those are some of the strategies that we take into effect, and that's a mindful eating. So when we're eating with the purpose of getting full, of being satiated. We're not eating just to chase a flavor, right? And one of the things that we have found, especially, is if I wait until I'm really hungry to eat, what I have set aside to eat, whether it be ground beef, a steak, lamb, chicken, whatever, when I smell it cooking, whatever, it is now the most satisfying thing that I can think of. It is what I really want at that time. So it's one of the things people say.
I'll sit there and I'll eat little bites at a time. And I'll, I really enjoy my food now. It's not mindless eating. It's mindful eating. And I know that it's, what I'm eating is going to fuel me and make me feel better about myself, and also help me continue to lose the weight that I want to lose. I still want to lose another 40 pounds. And, it's going to take some time as you lose weight. The closer you get to your goal, or what your weight you should be at, the longer it takes you to lose between times. But it's just, I put the fork down and I just chew my food, and I really enjoy it. The hamburger or that lamb, and it's just like,
and the same thing with the keto desserts we make. When we make them once or twice a week, when we have those, they are like the most enjoyable dessert you've ever had. It's because you just haven't had something in a while. The absence makes the heart grow fonder. It's just true, because when you haven't had something in a while, sweet in a while, it does make you appreciate it more. If you have sweets every night, then it's not a special thing, so you don't appreciate it as much. Yeah. Now you say your weight loss has been slower of late, but what happened this weekend? Yesterday?
I went and most of my pants are very baggy on me, and we've kind of hit a cold snap. So, and I know we're going to be hiking soon too. So I finally went and tried on some clothes, and I grabbed the next size lower, which was 12s, and they were still they fit, but they were kind of baggy. So I went, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to grab a size 10. I haven't been in a size 10 for 20 plus years. So when they fit, I went, woohoo! And the lady in the next stall heard me. And she's like, what? What happened? I said, I'm in a size that I haven't been in for 20 years. So, yeah, I'm a little excited. And I was. And I had to post that and share it with you guys because, this is a struggle for me, too. It's been a struggle my whole life since I was in my 20s and started putting on weight. So here I am in my 50s and I'm losing weight. And I couldn't lose weight in my 30s without putting it right back on. So this has been a breakthrough for me.
Absolutely. I mean,
and
Shauna
for me to share pictures of myself.
Shauna went
my hair's a mess and everything.
The phase, where her doctors told her she might as well give up. She's perimenopausal. You're never going to be able to lose weight. You might as well just be as healthy as you can at the weight you are. It's going to continue going up. Just deal with it. And she's proving all that wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
I wish I could go back to that one doctor.
It's not as fast as she'd like to be, but it is happening, right?
It's okay. I know. I'm all excited. This is Zorro, guys. He's a sweetheart.
So that is great news. So, all right. So tonight is Super Bowl Sunday. So if you wouldn't mind, just put in the comments, who you guys are hoping to win the Super Bowl tonight.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to, I have no.
Yes, you do.
Okay. I'm picking Kansas City.
Yeah, you always have been rooting
I like
for them.
Kansas City. But the thing is, I have no real dog in the fight. It's not like we're from Kansas City or not
You've
from
always loved
San
the
Francisco,
Chiefs.
but I've always liked the Chiefs.
You had a Chief blanket at one time.
I did. Well, that's because I used to be a
Worn out.
Raiders fan, and then Marcus Allen went to the Chiefs. So I followed him because I was a really big Marcus Allen fan. But, yeah, I definitely...
I just watch the guys in the nice, tight uniforms.
So what are we making tonight for our Super Bowl?
I've shared the recipe too. It was somebody else's recipe. I wish I could remember whose it was. But I shared it in the group. You guys can go look at that. It's onion rings wrapped in bacon. And they are the easiest thing. If you have an air fryer or an oven or anything, you just wrap a couple rings of onions and wrap it up with the bacon, and it's delicious.
Yeah, it was great. We tried that the other day.
Yeah.
And our brother's here, and he's making bacon-wrapped jalapeno poppers. Those
are really good.
They're really good. Awesome. And also...
Then I'm making a taco salad. Taco salad with onions and tomatoes and avocados.
And ground beef.
And he's going to do a taco wrap.
Yeah, I'm going to make it.
I'm going to make it a salad.
So either way, it works. So very, very versatile that way. And that's going to be plenty for us, right? That'll be enough for our dinner. And I can think in years past where we would buy, the wings and the poppers and taquitos, and we would just get huge amounts of food, and we'd make too much, and we'd eat it all. But still, it's that's kind of why this mindless eating kind of fits into today, right? Because this is a big food holiday for a lot of people.
But you can make other choices. You can make good choices too.
I mean, you think about how much Doritos is making today, and Pepsi, and all these big, junk food companies. This is their Super Bowl
where a lot of people fall off. I know from doing dieting myself, I would fall off the wagon every Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And have chips, and you want to treat yourself. It's good. It's okay to treat yourself, but find other things you can treat yourself with.
Yeah, these are scheduled indulgences, right? That doesn't mean you have to fall all the way off the wagon. That means you can maybe eat things with a little bit more calories and something that's a little bit more comfort food, but they still stay within, your plan, right?
Mindful eating. Do it for yourself because you're going to feel better about it in the long run.
Yeah, you actually feel proud about making those choices instead of...
you know what? I just had some beef, hamburger or something.
Well, that's the thing I love about the way we eat, too, is it feels to me like every dinner is a 5-star dinner. Right? It's either, it's a ribeye or a New York strip or a salmon or something like that. It's always really great, man. So it sure isn't about depriving ourselves and, restricting calories because...
That's why we call it sustainable keto.
Yeah, it's extremely sustainable. That's why we love it, guys. It's affordable, it's sustainable, it's easy to follow. If you're out eating out, it's easy to do. Basically, you just get the meat, throw away the bread. You guys can do this, right? And the thing about it is,
if I can do it,
I'm making some menu plans now, just to make it a little easier for people that are just beginning. But the truth is, if you just take a protein and a non-starchy vegetable, you've created your meal, right? This is
It
it's
doesn't
not
have
magic.
to be complicated. You don't have to
Not
make
at
it.
all, right? I mean, you can.
You don't have to buy any special ketone packets or anything either. You don't.
No, definitely not. So, yeah, that's mindful eating, and that's kind of what we're here to talk about. Anything else you got to think about today?
No,
On that?
that's it.
I think that's a good topic. So, guys, be sure and
Be mindful for yourself. Do it for
like,
you.
share this video,
I
whatever you
feel
want.
so much better for doing it for myself. So
Yeah, really do.
we did it as a team. That helps. But
Yeah, because we're
I did it for me.
it's hard.
You can't make me eat better.
No.
You have to make you eat.
It is. I will say it would be hard if one of us were eating one way and the other eating the other way, especially since one. Well, it used to be you cooked all the meals. Now I throw things in the sous vide. But when you were cooking all
He
the
helps
meals,
a lot in the kitchen. He likes to cook too.
when you were cooking all the meals, I couldn't eat a different way than you were eating because you were doing all the preparation and everything else. So it really was hard. But now, since we were doing this together, we're eating exactly the same way. It's much easier to be on course and not knock each other off course. Right?
Right.
All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks for joining us on the Super Bowl Sunday.
Sustainable keto.
Sustainable keto, and this is the Low Carb Zealot.
Yeah.
All right, guys, take care and have a great rest of your weekend.
Bye, guys.